Ain't no way in hell I can ever do this again. I will stick to being the cameraman, and that's it. I can't do the shit that they do.
First off, we want to give a very special thank you to Grace Ward and the Heartbeat Connection Facebook group. If you're not a part of it, search it out, go join it. Lots of inspiration and accountability. We appreciate you for being the sponsor of today's episode.
Another big thank you goes out to Kyle with East Coast Bicycles in Norfolk, Virginia. He came in clutch today at the Tri-Bike Transport pickup spot. I was having a little bit of an issue with my rotor and brake pad, and he just jumped right in there and took charge and got it fixed. So thank you again, Kyle.
So we started the day with a practice swim in the lake where we're actually going to be swimming this weekend, and kind of concerned about the cold water. Wasn't a problem at all. Got the wetsuit on, jumped right in. That was a spectacular experience.
For this trip, Tiffany and I, we brought 3 wetsuits. Tiffany brought her full sleeve and sleeveless, and I brought my full sleeve. I knew that the water temperature was going to be about mid-60s, and I know I just get cold. So I was for sure going with full sleeves. This morning when we left the Airbnb, I just grabbed 2 wetsuits, not even thinking, didn't even look at it. We got to the swim site and realized that I grabbed both of Tiffany's suits, so I did not grab my full sleeve suit. So it was my mistake, so I took the sleeveless. And honestly, it felt great. No issues at all in the water. Water felt really nice, as Colin said. It was just when I stopped swimming and got out of the water, then the shivers came in.
It was a good thing for us to do so that we could get the feel, and of course everything swims different in the wetsuit and the open water and the temperature and your surroundings, and it always helps maybe calm the nerves and give you a little better expectation of what race day is going to be like. So if you can get 1 or 2 open water swims in at the venue, that is the best way to go about it, so that it's not any surprises or anything unexpected come race day. It was great for us to be able to do that. We might get 1 more. If not, I think we all feel comfortable with how it is. The water was pristine. The temperature was perfect. Looking forward to getting there on race day and doing it for real. Second item on our agenda today was heading to Tri-Bike Transport, which is located at the Lahti Stadium, but indoors, so it is protected out of the elements and nice and safe and secure. And I got my bike, checked everything out, looks good, felt good. Didn't get to ride it yet, but everything's in a good position, which is very rare for me because it always seems inevitably any race that we go to, there's always something that I have to deal with on my bike, whether it be the brakes or the derailleur or the tires or something. And it seemed like everything was just in a position to get going and get out on the road and ride it. So I'm very thankful that that was 1 less piece of stress that I would have to take on, and much, much better than the experience I had in St. George with whoever the transport company was. I don't recommend. So we've been pretty fortunate to have a relationship with Dan at Premier Bike, and this is the Premier disc that we will be debuting on race day. A huge, huge thank you to Dan from Premier Bike and Brian Stover for making this relationship possible. We're really proud to represent and hope to do it justice.
With our bikes, we also had them transport a wheel bag for each of us. We each had a disc wheel transported. So we had to swap out the back wheel once we arrived. I put the back wheel on, no problem, but the rotor and the brake pad was making this weird noise. Something had to be fixed, something had to be done. I fiddled with it the best I could, and there was a gentleman that saw that I was having this issue, Kyle, quickly jumped in and said, hey, I'm a bike mechanic, I own a bike shop, I can help you out. And it turned out there was just this tiny little piece of metal that came up and over my brake pad. It took a little bit to figure out that that was the issue, but we eventually made it around to that point, and he was very easily able to get that fixed. Put the wheel back on, tighten the through axle. I'm set and ready to go. The only thing I have to do is charge my batteries, which I got in the Airbnb. I just gotta put them on the charge.
Athlete check-in. It's the same just about like every other race, but you just feel so different going through this grand setup and the World Championship packet pickup. And I think when we were all approaching the tent ready to go in, I mentioned to my compadres over here that we were gonna get our coins, and they're like, oh yeah, the coin. And that, I think, is what differentiates this race from all of the others. So you just gave them your name, showed them your QR code and your registration, and you got that coin. And at that point, it was like, okay, we're really getting real now.
And I've done registrations plenty of times before. This one felt different. It's probably because they handed me a coin as I walked in. But it's really cool to see the wristband on, because now it means we're basically race ready, and I have a fun coin in my bag inside.
It's like the coin just like solidifies everything.
Yeah.
When you travel around the world, you know, you somewhat feel anonymous. And after we did athlete check-in, we were walking back to the car just in our group, and in comes this woman for a huge hug. And I'm like, I know you. You are so familiar. And it was Van Jandaya from the Philippines, who has been following us and just been a part of this journey for a long, long time. And that was really cool, just to have that energy and to share that emotion with others. You know, that's so special. And that's one of the things that makes this exciting for us, is to just see the joy in others and to share it and experience that any chance we can get.
Looking being knighted right now by my parents. It's great.
Your gay moms.
My two gay moms.
How's that?
Race mighty.
Is that good? Are we great? We're good?
Great.
All right, sweet.
Solid.
We're gravy, man.
All right.
My running shoes.
They're broken in.
My infamous running shoes, they're very broken in. They're overly broken in. They're just broken at this point. I'm out here with Coach Saunders. Coach, do you have any tips for me going into this?
Don't collapse, because we need you the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Y'all brought me here for a reason. All right. Let's see about winning this thing.
The positive, happy, joking around energy, it's what I hope that I can have on my race morning, because usually I'm jittery and nervous and thinking about the day. DJ was not stressed. DJ was ready to go. He had pizza 2 hours before, no worries. Wash it down with a Coke, no worries. He was showing up, ready to go, complete confidence, ran out, third place at the top of the hill like we were saying. It's what we all should strive to be in our events here in Finland.
What do you think of DJ's efforts today?
All I know is he was third sprinting up of this hill, and that is really impressive. This thing is steep.
This is a legit hill.
He charged out, he came out guns blazing.
It's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. But we're trucking along. Oh, jeez. What did I get myself into? It's beautiful out here, though. I'm just waiting for a wild grizzly to come out and relieve me of the pain that I'm in right now. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace just to here. I'm gonna try to get to at least getting my feet up off the ground. And we'll see how long I can hold this one for. Very quickly turned from a fun run to a very fun walk. And I think it's actually all downhill from here, which I'm very grateful for. I'm trying to get there, man.
Right up that hill.
All right. Damn. I very seriously thought I was through with the hills, but damn, this is the biggest hill yet. Hey, if there's ever a place to do it though, it's gonna be right here. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see this ridiculous hill. just want to make a point to say that every single time Tiffany and Cait finish a race, I always make it a point to tell them how absolutely insane they are for doing something like this. And whenever I'm thinking about the 5K versus their 70.3, that just proves my point, because I am dying out here. And I also want to make it a point to let every triathlete out there know that y'all are absolutely insane. I cannot even fathom how I would act on a 70.3 distance race. My initial goal was to go in real confident, run, be in first place. But I will be shocked. I will be absolutely shocked if I'm not the very last person to cross. Because the flat ground, way easier to run on. Oh, pro tip. You always want to wear high impact shoes so you can really, really feel the ground underneath you.
Well, I believe that this athlete on the way to the finish line is doing his first event ever.
That's me.
Representing the